Good afternoon, Genesee County. This is Matt Landers with the County Manager's Office. Today's Zoom session, Genesee Connects, we like to call it, is going to be focusing on activities over at the Career Center with our folks at the Genesee County Job Development Bureau. And they're going to be speaking to the services that they're providing these days, give some tips to folks that might be currently unemployed, furloughed, laid off, or just looking for a new career. As I've spoken before, these are different times, and people are interacting with Genesee County government in different manners and different ways. Our workforce is still going strong. They're still there to help, busy as ever, just probably in a different manner than you're used to. So today we have Teresa Van Son and we have Jay Lazzaroni, both over at the Career Center for the Genesee County Job Development Bureau. And they've got a different, each have a different piece of information they're going to deliver in regards to information that we think the citizens will find helpful and useful during this very tumultuous time. So we'll start off first with Teresa. Teresa, thanks for coming on today.
Hi, Matt. Thanks for having me. I would love to just talk about our services. I have an excellent group of career counselors. They're providing job securing services, whether it be individual career counseling, resumes that get interviews, interviewing skills to get the job offer, classroom-based training opportunities, on the job training, assessments, applying for jobs in the virtual world, that's our reality now, and or personal counseling. We're doing it all remotely, so folks can just call the Career Center phone number, 344-2042, and set up an appointment for any of those services. We're also still providing referral services through Access VR, and the Social Security Administration Ticket to Work for folks who are on Social Security disability and want to get back to work. One of our favorite things to do is ringing our bell out in our resource room, and we do that anytime somebody gets a job. We were, thrilled to do it just yesterday for one of the youth that we've been serving who just got employed full-time. So we're happy to do that, want to continue to do that. So what we're doing is every day, my counselors are scouring to find any current jobs that are open, and we're posting those out on our Facebook page, which we're going to highlight here. You can see those current openings if you're looking for a job, and or you can go to the New York Hire Now website, and that has current openings as well. We wanted to put out information for essential businesses. If you'd like us to share your current openings, we just need you to send that information to our email address, and you'll find that on the information sheet Matt is going to share. It's jdb@co.genesee.ny.us. So we'd love to put out any jobs that folks have that they're trying to fill. One of the big things that we do at Career Center is providing training services, and we're still providing those. So for youth that qualify, you have to be 16 to 24. You can't currently be enrolled in school, and you have to have one of the things that is listed as a barrier. So you could be pregnant or a parenting youth, mom or dad. Maybe you didn't finish high school. Maybe you were involved with the justice system. Maybe you have some form of a disability, or you've had treatment that would qualify you that way. You're homeless, or you aged out of foster care. Any of those youth would qualify for our youth program, and we can provide them with career exploration, labor market information, incentives, recognition when they're achieving milestones. We cover financial literacy, provide mentoring. We can do paid work experiences, employment support, career training if they want to go back to school. We can do tuition assistance for that. We have some folks that we've helped get their permit driving lessons and a license. That's a little limited right now, but we still will be able to help with that as soon as things get back up and running, whether it's mileage to go back and forth to school, or maybe you just got a new job and you need help with work clothes, tools, supplies, those kinds of things. We absolutely can help with all of that if you qualify as a youth. We can also help if you don't qualify as a youth, you don't have any of those barriers, you can qualify potentially as an adult or a dislocated worker. So we offer a number of different opportunities, connections to funding if people want to be retrained in a new career to qualify. You currently have to be earning less than $25 an hour if you're employed. The training has to be in a demand occupation. It has to be with a school or training program that's on the approved provider list. That's on the list of things Matt's going to share with you. The maximum amount we can fund for adults at this time is $3,000. And there's a process to do all that. There's paperwork and other information, and we have to have a good employment plan, a good solid plan put together. So all that takes a little bit of time. So we'd like folks to at least come see us 2 weeks before the start of training, so we can start making sure we get all that information gathered and all the approvals necessary to do all of that. The training that you go to has to result in a recognized certification, license, or diploma. So, a quick 2-week course in Excel is not necessarily something we'd be able to fund you for, but say you've always wanted to be a CNA, that's the kind of thing that we can take care of. Or maybe you want to be a CNC machinist. Those are the kinds of things that we're looking to fund people to do. Another thing that we're currently in the process of getting started is our summer youth employment recruitment. Every summer, we provide youth with employment opportunities throughout Genesee County. These are entry-level jobs. They give youth work experience in either public or private sector work sites. They get about 100 hours of paid employment. We also provide them with training, so workshops in job readiness, career exploration, being successful in the workforce, how to put away, plan for, and budget and put away that money that they're earning so that they're using it on things that are going to help them out in their future. Everything to build skills and experience so that they can add that to their resume to help them in their future. So if folks are interested in the Summer Youth Employment Program, we're looking for 14 to 19-year-olds. They have to have their working papers. And then to qualify, you really, it's folks who are on family assistance, SNAP, they've received HEAP, maybe they're getting SSI or Medicaid, or there are some family income limits. So an example would be a family of 4 that's making about $52,000 or less. But we want folks, if you're interested and if you think that you might qualify, just let us get on the list. Come and see us or give us a call and let us go through everything to determine if you qualify. So, what we really try to do is match people into a work site that goes along with their career plans. So, somebody who wants to work with animals or wants to be a vet tech, we might put them with a kennel or at the animal shelter or something along those lines. We try to match either with your career interests or folks who have barriers with transportation. We're going to try to put you at a work site that's close to your home so transportation won't be a barrier. Our main thing is we want to help our youth develop their social, civil leadership skills and just get them ready for the workforce of the future. So if anybody's interested in that program, please give Ms. Smith a call. You can reach her at 585-344-2042, and her extension is 4237. Or you can send her an email lisa.smith@co.genesee.ny.us, and get on our list. Training is going to be coming up at the end of June, and we'll figure out how we're going to make that happen for all the youth that sign up. If you're a business or a community organization and you're interested in learning more about how you can become a work site, how you can benefit by providing this opportunity to youth, give us a call. We'd love to talk with you about how you can get on our list to offer this opportunity to our kiddos. The big thing on everybody's mind, and most of the calls that we're getting at the Career Center are related to unemployment insurance. So most people, when they think of the One Stop Career Center, they think of us as the unemployment office. And in reality, our office, as you can hear from everything I just spoke about, focuses on reemployment services. Even though that's the case, many people are looking for guidance when they're having difficulties applying for unemployment. So my staff have been answering the phones and trying to assist folks as best as possible. We're gathering information that we can on the Department of Labor's UI services so that we can share, and then we're helping people by connecting them with the resources that we've found. So some of the things that I would like to share is it's most important if you're trying to apply for unemployment insurance, it's best to apply online. And you need to sign in with a newyork.gov ID. And then follow the instructions from there on how to file a claim. You can claim any day of the week online, Monday through Sunday, and you can do that from 7:30 in the morning until 7:30 at night. If you don't have access to a computer or you can't do it that way, you can call the telephone claim center. That's a toll-free number, and I'll go over the hours and everything, but that number is 1-888-209-8124. Now, the Department of Labor has extended their telephone filing hours Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning till 7:30 at night. And then they're also taking calls Saturdays and Sundays from 7:30 in the morning until 8 at night. So in order to do all that, again, like I said, you have to have that newyork.gov account, and then sign in for unemployment. I also put together a list of resources. So a lot of things people have asked us for information on. They need to reset their password. They are a UI claimant, but their New York ID was from another agency. So there's a guide to tell you how to fix that. If you're a new UI claimant, there's a guide there to tell you how to create your newyork.gov ID. If you're a new claimant, you already had that, there's a guide for that. If you've received a message telling you your email address is already in use, there's a guide for that. You've completed your initial unemployment insurance claim, and you don't have a New York ID, there's a guide to tell you how to go about that. That's really for folks who filed a little bit ago. And if you still need help, there is another number. It's a 1-800-833-3000. That line is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4, and it's answered by a representative at the DOL, Department of Labor Contact Center. Or you can use an email form to contact them, and I put the listing there on how to go about sending an email. If you've tried all these guides and you're still having issues with the newyork.gov ID account, there's a technical assistance line that you can call, and that's 1-800-697-1323. And then there is a line you can call. You know, some of the things people are asking us is, when am I going to get my benefit payment? So this line you can call, and it's the 1-888-581-5600. 5812. The system's going to let you choose. For general information about unemployment, you're going to want to press 1, and that'll give you information on what papers you need to file, to have so that you can file or find out how much you're going to receive and for how long. And then if you press 2, if you're claiming your weekly benefits, excuse me, or to check the status of your payment. And that's been a big one people have been calling about. So you can try that as well. And then for folks who are self-employed, I did put up a posting here as well on how to file your unemployment insurance claim if you are self-employed. And there's a guide to walk you through that. The calls that we're getting, folks, I know folks are frustrated. I'm hoping these resources seem to be helping the people that have called. If you still have other questions, we'll do our best to link you with the information that you need so that you can get this taken care of. But in talking with folks through the Department of Labor, they're working very hard to get all this everybody taken care of as quickly as they can. So that's really what I have to share on what we're providing. And I just want to thank you for this opportunity to share this information. If you have questions, just give us a call.
Great. Thanks, Teresa. It's a lot of great information. I think everyone from parents of younger people that would want to get some work to people that are a little unsure of what to do during this time is definitely information for everyone. So I appreciate the wide variety of information to provide. Next, we're going to let Jay take us through some scenarios or some things that he thought would be relevant for the average person out there that might have some questions.
Hi, Matt, and thanks so much for this opportunity. We really appreciate it. 2 things that GLOW has to offer. First of all, our business customers. As Teresa mentioned, we work with both clients and businesses. Businesses, it's important now that if they are interested, if they are struggling and they need to go into something like the shared work program, we can provide an overview of that for them and actually have someone from our regional office call them and explain it. We've done that with a couple of Genesee County employers to date, and it's been very helpful to them. The other important thing to remember is the GLOW Workforce Development Board, Genesee County Job Development Bureau, and agencies such as that really do want to provide employees that are skilled workers to our employers. So one of the things that we can do is train them. And there's 2 ways we can do that. We can do classroom training. We certainly can send people to school, and we've sent to date over 150 people to school this year, totaling nearly $432,000. And we have plenty of money to continue doing that type of training. So if you are looking at a skills upgrade, you want to contact one of our centers and see if you do qualify for either adult funding, dislocated worker funding, or even more importantly, youth funding, so we can get you started as an emerging worker. But one of the great things we can do for you is what we call employer-based trainings, and that is on-the-job training or maybe a work experience. So with that on-the-job training, you begin with your employer right away, and you are earning a paycheck. You become their employer. Our reimbursement goes to the employer, so they're more willing to take you because they can save some money in the training piece, but they get they get a person that they can train the way they need to and get that certification. So the employee gets the immediate money. The employer benefits from lower training costs. The other thing, work experiences, we have traditionally done them for youth, and we still do those for youth. But one of the things that we'll be looking at is what we call our transitional jobs program, where we can take adults and send them to maybe a 200-hour, 5-week work experience where they're going to go to work right away. They become our employee during that time, so the employer doesn't have to pay for that wage. And when it's all over and done, the cost of training is a little bit lighter for the employer, and that employee now has a permanent job. The ideas behind employer-based trainings and or classroom trainings is to upgrade those skills for the existing workforce. if we create and help our existing workforce get jobs that will promote them in their own place of business, they've already proven that they're a good employee. This is going to also create plenty of opportunity for our emerging workforce to get those jobs that are vacated by the skills gains from other people. So we certainly want to continue doing that and providing our employers with that type of activity. One of the big things the state has secured is what we call a national emergency grant. It looks like New York State's going to get about $12 million. I don't think all of it's coming to Genesee County. I wish it was, but we will get a portion of that. And this is going to really help those people that have been affected by COVID-19, where we can get them possibly an employer-based training or a skills-based training that will help them to upgrade their skills and get them back to work as quickly as possible. That money will be rolling out soon, so we will have that money available. After the pause is over, we're really going to have to go to work and help our employers rebuild their workforces and help our employees gain those types of jobs. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you about? Those are the really big things that we're doing right now, and I just want to thank all of the counselors and staff in our career centers in Genesee, Livingston, Orleans, and Wyoming counties. They have been doing an outstanding job reaching out to our customers and providing those services in a very, very difficult time. It's tough to take some of these phone calls and have to help people when they're so frustrated and things are tough, but they've done an outstanding job, each and every one of them.
Great. Thanks a lot, Jay. I appreciate your time, and Teresa as well. I think a lot of this information is very relevant. It's stuff that people can listen to and get a great benefit from, and I can't thank you enough for taking the time to deliver this very crucial messaging. The Career Center, while open in a different manner, is open. It's open to phone calls. We are still working. We're still working for the people of this community and working hard. And I am very appreciative of you guys delivering the message that you helped deliver today. Any final words?
No, Matt, thank you. Just thank you for this opportunity.
Great.
Yes, thanks so much, Matt. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Take care.
I know.